And we're back. Welcome to Six of Swords Tarot. It's your girl, Birdie. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. My wand. I got those last Valentines for my friends. I got us these little like heart magic wands and I keep forgetting to pull it out. But now we can use it. Welcome in, guys. If you're called to donate, let me know. I got several donations in already. Up first, we have Kendra for 2, Bailey, and the lovely newbie. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We're going to get started here with... I'm going to use the Earth Woman Tarot here. Up first, we got Kendra. Welcome in. Hey, girl. Happy Monday. Mondays are rough. Not rough, because I love doing readings for you guys. Mondays have got to be my roughest work day, like overall. But, man, I mean... everything's gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Up first, I have Kendra Spirit. You know what? I kind of want to burn something if you'll allow it, girl. Bailey, hello. And then we got Newbie. Let's get some. This is called a Yerba Santa. And this actually promotes well-being, purification, and I'll take it. I'll take it today. All right. And it smells, I think, it just smells cleaner than sage does. This was a good purchase. All right, Spirit, let's deep breath, guys. We're going to get the vibes, the energy up in her. And, all right. Archangel Michael, please protect this live stream. Please help connect me with to anyone who needs to hear my messages today. Spirit, please open me up to be a clear channel so I can deliver messages for the greater good with the best clarity that I can deliver. And so it is. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, Kendra is up first for hey, Blue Star. We got Kendra for 2, Bailey and Newbie. If you're called to donate, let me know, and we will get you on our donation list. Thank you so much. And we're going to jump into it with, I believe we're doing a general reading for Kendra is up first. Yeah, we want to do a general. I'm sorry about Kyle. Ugh. It's all right. We onward and upward. Spirit, show me. Spirit, show me. Show me. General reading for Kendra, please. General reading for Kendra. Let me grab the Oracle card. General reading for Kendra. We got a King of Swords here. 9 of Cups. You know what I want you to do? Queen of Pentacles. I think you should go out and take yourself on a date that you would have wanted to come out of that situation. I have King of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and Queen of Pentacles. And when you, and I don't think that you struggle with this, but, you know, in terms of valuing yourself, like I feel like this is you what do you want a date to look like? And I feel like this is you taking yourself like out on a date, treating yourself to go do like the thing that you wished maybe could have happened or wanted. Yeah, we have the Hangman, Six of Pentacles. And just a reminder, like, I don't want to touch on his energy too much, but like the, then go do the sushi thing, do what you want to do. The Hanged Man, yeah, if someone did leave you hanging, it's like, listen, Six of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, you're responsible for your happiness. Give yourself everything you ever wanted. Period. Because you're capable of it and you can. Nine of Pentacles, you don't need anyone else's validation. Is it nice to receive? Yes, it is. But we have to live in the here and now, in the present moment, and sit with acceptance, right? Let's talk about, so moving on from that, yeah, what is meant for you is never going to pass you by. So general reading, overall energy is, you know, with this King of Swords energy, this is also you thinking about things from a very logical standpoint. How can I make myself as happy as I possibly can, given the current circumstances that you're in? Eight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I see, girl, I've been seeing your content like every day, and I'm pissed because I still can't, for whatever reason, I still can't type responses. I can on like your long form, but not the short video. So maybe something's wrong with my phone. But anyway, Queen of Pentacles, like, if you're enjoying it, keep doing it. The Eight of Wands is about communication. The Hanged Man, what areas of your life do you feel stuck? Where do you want to be unstuck, and how realistic? What can you do within reason, realistically, to get yourself from point A to point B? I feel like the energy around you, despite that little hiccup with the Kyle thing, feels pretty decent, and it feels pretty good. And if you can sit in contentment with where you're at right now, that is a feeling of winning, essentially, for you. Nothing has to look crazy, amazing, or dramatic for you to feel like you are fulfilled. Nine of Pentacles, for you to feel, you know, this is also a message of like feeling proud of yourself for how far you've come, and that you're able to be content doing things on your own. Nine of Pentacles, like, you don't need a ton of outside stimulus to be content. And don't settle. Yeah. Two of Cups. I'm still seeing more options coming in. I don't know if you're going to hear from him again with this King of Swords energy, or there's another King of Swords coming in here with the Eight of Wands, but I'm seeing communication. I'm seeing other options coming in. If you do hear from him again, you know, the choice is yours. If you don't like the way or the pattern that you talked, or that he, you know, if he left you hanging and stranded for a while and then kind of comes back around, you know, is that, because you're not going to settle, as you just said. So it's like, is that the kind of consistency or patterns that you're looking for in communication? Maybe not. But I do see other people coming in. He certainly will not be the last, right, to pop in. But yeah, the main key and the message here is self-contentment. Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. Being proud of yourself for how far you've come. And maybe you're ready to find the next challenge or take on the next challenge, but make sure that you are celebrating and living life. I don't know if you guys are Bridgerton fans. I watched Bridgerton yesterday, And they kept saying in that last episode, like, life is meant to be lived. And I see you out there living life. The only thing we can control is ourselves. We have 6th house of health and day-to-day routine, Uranus and Libra in the 6th house. You may be changing up something in your health and fitness routine to be more in alignment. You could potentially meet somebody at the gym as well. 2 of Pentacles, someone on your day-to-day routine, whether that's at the gym, the store, like, be on the lookout. Yes! And we have the Wheel of Fortune. So enjoy the contentment that you are in right now. Because it's not going to stay this way forever. Not saying that there would be a negative turn, but like there is going to be a new cast of characters, and things are going to shift and change. Spirit, let's clarify more about this Wheel of Fortune, and let's see what other energy is coming towards Kendra. What energy is coming towards Kendra during this Wheel of Fortune, which, you know, we do have an eclipse coming up on the 17th. So Spirit, show me what energy is in store. What is coming Kendra's way with this Wheel of Fortune energy? I know, and that's where I'm at. I've been there for a long time. Adventures, yes. You don't have to wait for your life to be perfect to go on the adventure that you want to go on. Maybe if your friends or family member, like, they don't want to do the same kind of thing. Like, I went to Egypt by myself. You can go, and I know you're not afraid because you've gone on already some really cool adventures in your life. But maybe you want to travel somewhere. Maybe you want to try an experience even in the city that you live in and go check something out. Whether this is with a group, like a meetup group, or something that you want to do by yourself. Maybe you have like a bucket list of adventures that you want to go on, and that could be something that you're thinking about this month. We also have, healing chaos. If something feels chaotic, you don't want to get wrapped into it, because I think maybe in the past you may have been easily pulled into the web of crap spiraling around you, and now you're like, yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. Ooh, purity, purification. I love this white wolf energy. Yeah, purification. I just feel like I want to take like a deep breath, exhale, and it's like you're breathing in the good, exhaling the bad. Spirit, show me. Let me see what else is coming Kendra's way in terms of energy shift with this Wheel of Fortune. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. So yeah, there's still positive momentum moving forward. And why? Because you're very much this 9 of Pentacles energy. And I feel that often in your readings we get the 9 of Pentacles, and I associate that with you. It's like, yeah, I've got mine and I'm still working towards my own thing, and I'm not going to stop. And because of that, success will expand in your life. We have Journey by Moonlight, believe in magic. Maybe you go somewhere, maybe there's some type of like evening event where there's lights that you can see, or something like that. Like when I lived in the desert, they had this like late nighttime like desert illumination thing that was really cool. Maybe you have something, maybe you'll discover some evening event that you want to go to. And we have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Let me take a look at this thing. Make sure that because, if you get ghosted, that all comes with the dating territory, right? Unfortunately. But I truly think, Kendra, as long as you can keep your head up and know that it's not personal and know that what is meant for you is not going to pass you by, just keep moving forward. This is really, really positive energy, purity, adventures, success, more blessings coming into your life. And choosing to live with integrity, choosing to purify your life, choosing to not participate in the crazy, chaotic energy or the drama. Sometimes it's doing the healthier thing with this Libra 6th house energy, Uranus and Libra in the 6th house. Maybe you have to make some decisions as well. Is this positive for my mental health? Yes or no? Because sometimes it's easier to go lower and engage in behaviors that are maybe not so healthy, right? But you are choosing the higher path. You are choosing the better path, my friend. That's what I see coming for you. I have one more for Kendra, and then I have Bailey, I have Newbie. If you guys are called to donate, let me know, and we will keep on keeping on. Get you on the list. All right, up next, we got one more for Kendra. Oof. Okay. You are so welcome. Okay, Kendra's next reading is Devon the Libra. I don't know if I'm feeling it. Let's take a look here. Spirit, show me what's the deal with Devon? Devon. Okay, the Libra. Let's see. Devon the Libra. Let's take a look. Spirit, show me the energy of Devon. Hydration check. Kings and queens. Who wants to fly out of here? Here you... Kendra, I can't make this up. This literally flew out of the freaking deck. Meditate on 9 of Pentacles energy. Okay. All right, Spirit. Show me Devon's energy, the Libra. Show me Devon's energy. Devon's energy. 2 of Cups. The Sun. Maybe they have a Leo moon. Queen of Wands. Here you are. The Fool, Aries, the Devil. The recommendation, well, hold on. Let's talk about his energy. He can come off as a romantic. He can definitely come across as a romantic here with the 2 of Cups and the Sun. So I don't know if he's being pushy and you're the one who's like, hold on a minute here. Like there's definitely like a push and pull energy. Like someone wants to move fast, someone wants to move slow. Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Fool and the Devil. There is a very serious attraction here. We do have the Devil energy here, but I'm not feeling super jazzed about it. So like there is an intense attraction here, but is this just a conquest to him? I'm wondering that. What else do we have? King of Pentacles, coming through as a Knight of Wands, and we have Temperance. Okay, so here's the deal, my friend. Spirit is telling you, with this Temperance energy, you are the one in the driver's seat. You are the one who you will be able to set the pace of this thing. Do I think, is this the most horrible reading I've ever seen in my life? No. Do I think he has a little bit of player vibes to him? Yes. But he can only be a player to the degree of which you allow as well. He's like, I'm your man. Yeah, the other thing about Libra men, and again, to each their own, I'm not here to shit on any sign, even though I'm the most hated sign in the zodiac. Here's the deal, my friend. Libra men can be maybe a little bit clingy. So I would say if you want to go out, maybe I will say what you've said before, right? So what do I have? 2 of Cups, Sun, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Queen of Wands, the Fool, and the Devil. This isn't horrible. I think he's coming on strong. I don't love it. Libra men can be a little bit clingy. Let's talk about why, okay? Astrologically, Aries, you are the sign of the self, the first house, right? And Libra is the sign of love and partnership in the 7th house. So you guys are polar opposites on the zodiac wheel. Actually, hold on. Can I show you where you are? I don't think there's actually a zodiac wheel here. I don't know if you can see it in the lighting. But anyway, yeah. Here's Aries. It actually should be flipped, but that's fine. So here's Aries, here's Libra. You guys are polar opposites. And you're a little bit more autonomous. They may be a little bit more clingy. Not all Libras are clingy, but they definitely value love, romance, relationships, and things like that. Sometimes I do think Libra and Aries can actually be a really good match. It's not a horrible match. But to repeat what you've said before, let him take you out for a meal and see how you feel about it. Your job, and my friends and I've talked about this, it's almost like, you know, the gas and the brakes. He's the gas and you're the brakes with the Temperance. You're the one who is going to set the pace of the relationship. No, he's not allowed to go from 0 to 60. Maybe he can go 30 miles an hour, but you're the one saying no. Like, you're the one saying yes and no, and he can kind of be the gas and plan the rest of it. Maybe he wants to take you on a date. I would give it a whirl and see how you feel. If he's really giving you the ick and turning you off, you know, don't waste your time. If you're intrigued, you think he's interesting, he's really attracted to you, but I do have to question, like, is this just a conquest for him? Spirit, show me, what are his true intentions here? What are his true intentions here? 11th house, Pluto, Pisces. I think that I don't think he has a lot of friends, and I don't mean that in a mean way. I think that he is finding social connection through dating apps or wherever you met him. And he might be spending a bit of time on there. I don't know if he's like new to the location, or maybe he's just kind of looking for social connection. And there's nothing wrong with that. I remember when I moved to the current city that I'm in, like, I knew more dudes because I was going on dates, right? And meeting up before I had met like my community of people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sushi is the best in Cali. You went bowling and it was okay. You were like, meh. The other thing I will say is maybe you find his, if it's a hell no, like in your gut, but sometimes a more level-headed, not level-headed, a more even-keeled temperance type of connection isn't a bad thing. Because if you get like the crazy butterflies from the jump, it might, crash and burn quicker. So I would say give him a chance and see what he's capable of. If you're not interested, then no. But I don't see him being evil, but I do think that he wants to get physical. He does want to hook up. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. But you're the one who gets to set the pace. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. I don't get anything evil. As a matter of fact, I think he's might even be a little bit lonely. He's looking for affection. He's looking for connection. Libra men also really enjoy, and I don't mean this in a negative way. They really enjoy the attention. I personally, because of my chart, I can't really F with Libra men. I remember I went on a date with a Libra guy, and I told him that I needed a lot of alone time, and he was like, how much alone time do you need? And I was like, this isn't gonna be good. This isn't gonna be good. I'm not attracted to him. Wait, like, going for... Yeah, I mean, if you're not into it, you're not into it. And that's okay. Don't force yourself to, I've also been there too, where it's like you kind of... On paper, things may seem fine, but it's like you're trying to push yourself to maybe like someone, and it's like if it's not there, it's not there, The juices ain't going. Yeah. And that's okay. That's okay. You went on a nice little date, and it is what it is. And if you want to end it, just, I don't know what you like to, I would just say, I'm moving, I met somebody else, or I'm, whatever the story is. Just because ghosting is, it's kind of rough, but you know what I mean? I think he's a little lonely. Would you agree? I'm going to move on. Okay, so up next we have Bailey. Bailey, go ahead and post your question. Bailey wants a big kahuna. If you guys are called to donate, let me know. You said probably. Yeah, I'm picking up a lonely vibe. Oh my God, you guys. I can't do it live, but I can't get this Nancy Guthrie case off my mind. And I just really hope they find this woman. Have you guys been, newbie, have you been following that? It's really unsettling. I remember the first 48 hours after she went missing, I just felt horrible. And I've been I watch a lot of Brian Enton videos. In my opinion, he's the best in the biz. And it's just, it's rough. All right, Bailey, let's get into Bailey's energy. Let me cleanse some of this energy. once this road opener is done, I need to mix a new blend. I'm gonna make my own blend, actually, once I'm done with these. Once I'm done with these bottles. Hi, Gus. All right, Spirit, let's get into Bailey's energy, Big Kahuna. Oh, ow, ow, ow. Oh my God, claws into my leg. Ow. Whew, Gus, Gus. Sorry, Bailey. Bailey's an animal person. You'll allow it. All right, Spirit, show me. You are late to Kendra's reading, Augustus. Lord Augustus. Thanks, JD. I may need to remove him. Give me 1 second. Sugar plum. Freaking dragon hair over here. Get off. Get. Thank you, sir. All right. Bailey's reading, Spirit. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Okay. They're taking me to your solar plexus. Okay, no more shuffling. They're taking me to your solar plexus. 8 of Cups. Ooh. I'm feeling an energy of frustration. I'm feeling an energy of... I'm pulling more, Spirit. I want more. Give me a moment here. Bailey. We have you here in the center as the Hanged Man. Maybe you feel like you're struggling to get something moving, or you're struggling to get something together because there's part of you that's like, look, I've moved on. There are circumstances that you are coming out of. 5 of Cups and 8 of Cups that were difficult, emotionally difficult. And you're like, okay, Spirit, I went through this, and what the hell is the lesson? Because I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to get my ducks in a row. I want to move on to the next thing. But there's this feeling of being stuck here with the Hanged Man. I think you know where you want to go. I think you know what you want to do. It's a matter of either getting the will to do it. So, pulling on that solar plexus energy. What is holding us back from moving forward on something? And the High Priestess is saying, be true to yourself. You know what it is that you want to do. And I'm also seeing your energy as a little bit of a trailblazer. I'm almost picking up this rebellious energy from you. The 7 of Swords is actually you. This isn't like something being put upon you. The 7 of Swords is being you. Maybe I don't want to tell so-and-so what my plan is. Maybe I want to move in silence about something. High Priestess and 7 of Swords. Maybe I've learned that I can't share what my dream is or what it is that I want to do next. But there is a frustration of, Spirit, I just went through this thing. What was the lesson And where is the hope? I think that there is an epiphany coming your way. And that is what the lesson is, and the message that Spirit wants you to receive. But you are still in the hangman energy. And we're going to dive more into that too. But I want to talk about where you're going and then like what is hidden from you right now. So quickly, which I like, with the Chariot, this energy isn't going to last for much longer. I feel like the next 2 to 3 weeks after we get through this eclipse season, you are going to have some type of epiphany where you are able to get yourself unstuck. We have the shadow side here with the Chariot. You are going to understand, looking back, why certain things in your life played out in the sequence that they did, is to get you to a place where you can finally take action to reach where it is that you're going. And that's why people say like hindsight, Gus, get away from my lamp. People say like hindsight's 20/20, and you look back and it's like, wow, everything really did work out perfectly, and things do end up working out. The energy that it's not even what you don't see coming. I think the energy that you're not giving yourself credit for is that you just went through a battle and you just got your ass kicked. Bailey, would you agree? 9 of Wands and 5 of Swords. And I feel like you continue to show up. You continue to strive and put forth the effort. But one of your biggest roadblocks may be second guessing yourself. And Spirit is like, the other side of the Hanged Man is realizing that in your soul you know exactly what you want. And I think part of your next lesson is that you can't share everything with everybody. And so it's the 7 of Swords. It's like you're not wanting to conceal the truth. You're not wanting to withhold something, but it's like not every dream or interest or plan that you have for yourself is meant for everybody. Because I think you have a clear sense of who you are and what you're capable of. But when you share it with other people, the feedback that you get, that you receive, keeps you stuck. But you being stuck is actually just an illusion. So there's 2 categories of being stuck here. The first is you kind of going through a rough chapter and trying to find the lesson in sad events that have happened recently or disappointing events that have happened recently. And the other part of the lesson is keeping more to yourself, knowing who you can trust, and knowing who's on your side. Not that you want to live in an echo chamber of where people are just telling you what you want to hear, because that's also not a great place to be. But knowing who is safe and supportive within reason in your life, and that is a great sign of maturity. So moving through both of those energies is what wants to be highlighted right now. And you are quickly going to move through those energies and integrate what you've learned and move forward. You are ready to take major action. So the Chariot could be you traveling or going on a trip. This could be physically, potentially exploring a place that maybe you want to move to, or getting a new vehicle, or making a change in a big way. Because I feel like there's been a lot of stagnant energy that you're stuck in mentally and maybe physically as well. The Hanged Man can be physical, whereas this 8 of Swords stuck energy, this is mental, right? You're doing the work. You're communicating where you can. And Spirit is asking you, it's time for you to take action to do the thing that you want to do in your soul. And don't hold yourself back. Let me see what else I'd pick up. Let me know if you want any clarification on this, Bailey. What else do I want to say about this? Yes. This could be career path. This could be a place that you want to move to. This could be, because work is definitely highlighted here. Like the Page of Swords. And thank you for bringing that up, because the Eight of Pentacles represents work. The Page of Swords is a student. Maybe you want to go back to school for something, or go to school for something. And maybe someone is kind of poo-pooing your path or your idea or your dream. And it's like, well, you are a grown adult. You can do whatever you want. Seven of Swords. You don't need to tell everyone what you're doing. You're allowed to go do whatever you want to do. You don't have anything. You are addressing the shadow side that you can move forward with your freedom and who you are. Like, life is too short to not be free and do the things that we want to do. And life is too short for other people to hold us back from what we want to achieve or do, or a lifestyle, how you want to live. Taurus, third house, sun. Yeah, selfishly moving. And when I say, I don't mean like you're doing it for yourself. You're not doing it to appease anyone. The thing that you want in your soul, the thing that you want in your heart is going to become so loud in this third house. Taurus is a big energy. Taurus is life. Taurus is the bull. You can't ignore it. Okay? And when it gets pissed, it wants to, make waves and move. And Taurus sun in the third house is powerful energy. And it could be, maybe this looks like you making a plan to do what it is that you want to do. Seven of Swords, the High Priestess and Chariot. Maybe you want to go to a school for something. Maybe you take on a job that maybe family, friends, or whoever wouldn't agree with, right? And this is you making the whole plan, executing it, waking up one day and saying, hey guys, I'm traveling to Nebraska to go to clown school because this is what I want to do with my life. And I just made that up. I'm not saying that unless that's really what you want to do. But, and telling everyone, after the decision has been made, hey, I'm on my way. I've packed my bags. Or making the decision because you're allowed to do what you want to do. And I think Spirit is just highlighting you don't have to feel stuck if others don't understand you. Spirit, show me, I don't know if I want to read from that. You know what, I'm going to do it anyway. The Salton Sea deck. Spirit, oh, it's a big kahuna. No, I can do whatever. We got time and space here. Shark, be careful, proceed with caution. Yeah, I wouldn't let everybody in on what your plans are and what it is that you want to do, because that may only hold you back further. Keep it to yourself and be discreet. Octopus. Damn, that's literally what I would call this reading, is keep it to yourself. Damn. Yeah, there's something that you are wanting to move in silence. And I think it's your next major life path decision. Where you want to move, what you want to do for a career, whatever this is. And you can tell everyone about it after it's already a done deal. Pearl, uncovering lost wisdom, hidden knowledge. I also have yes. I think that you should do it. Yes, it is about your career path. This is something that you should explore. You deserve to explore this thing if this is what lights you up and gives you feel passionate about it. Spirit, show me what other energy is around Bailey. Wow. Sadness, yes. This 5 of Cups, this is the energy that you're coming out of. We have caution energy twice. Like, be careful what you're saying and who you're saying it with. There could be some anger mixed into this as well. Passion. Finding your passion, moving towards your passion. And then we have success. Because if you are not moving authentically in who you are, that high priestess, you know who you are, you know what you want, and if you are trying to move any other way than who you are and trying to live a way that's not authentic to Bailey, that's when Spirit's going to kick your ass and you're going to find some difficult roadblocks. If you're holding yourself back from the truth of what you want. Spirit, show me. I want to use Sacred Travelers again because I brought this sucker out and I freaking love this deck. Let me know if you want any other clarification. Savor your life, passion and pleasure. I think it's time for you to experience more passion and pleasure in your life, whether that's through a relationship or whether that's through your personal passions. We have ascending the mountain, keep going forward. Yeah. Desert passage, trust there is a divine plan. Answering the call, the time is now. You are going to be making a decision in the next 2 to 3 weeks to move forward and do something that allow yourself to do something that you've been holding back on for, this could be years, a long time. Spirit, show me what else for Bailey. Space, time, and self. Infinity, reincarnation, 3D. Trust in the places you feel guided towards. This could include you moving to a new place as well. We have the great goddess, transcendence, divinity, and Shakti energy. Growing pains, healing, patience, and unconscious. Yeah. And here's the thing, when you chase the dream or you go after the thing, are there still days of struggle? Yes, there are growing pains involved in all of this. Like, it's not like it's a beautiful, perfect from point A to point B, but if you're going after something that you know in your soul is in alignment with you, like it's worth it. Breaking into bloom, time, liberation, and understandings. Sometimes you will break before you bloom. Maybe you feel like you're getting to some kind of breaking point with something. Especially if it's something doesn't feel, or you feel like you can't live authentically about your career path or what your passion is. Take a breather, trust in the universe, shine, push through insecurity, and relax. Like, it's gonna be okay. And people who really, these cards are gorgeous. People who really love you and want to support you want you to be happy as well. And if they don't, then that says a lot about them too. I'm gonna pull a couple mantra cards for you, and then we're gonna wrap it up, Bailey. Up next, I have Newbie. Newbie, you can go ahead and post. If you're called to donate, let me know. Clarity. Let me trust my deepest instincts in all ways, especially when matters are unclear. May my own holy intuition always guide the way. Striving. Eventually, the individual ego's drive to make things happen falls away and is replaced with a relaxed, trusting openness to answer as they arise. Thank you, Divine, for letting me move with the flow. And if you're not moving with the flow, that's also an energy that can keep you stuck in that hangman energy. We have mistakes. Allow me, that's the other thing. Sometimes people are afraid to make choices. They don't want to make the wrong choice. Allow me to know it's okay to make mistakes. Let me always take care of the inner child so he or she feels loved no matter what. I don't know if I rolled these, but oh no, I did. I got the Taurus in the 3rd house. Yes. So Bailey, I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much. Newbie is up. Newbie, 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 newbie. Newbie, how are you? Okay. We are going to do last call for donations. And newbie. We'll use this. Gus. Honeybee. Keep. Keep. It's not time for you to eat, sir. Okay. Let me check our list. I think it's going to be a short night for us. And I am very okay with that. Last call for donations. Okay. Newbie. What do I need to know? All right, Spirit, show me. What does newbie need to know? What does newbie need to know? You already know everything I'm about to tell you, so let me dig for more. Give me a second, newbie. Something is coming to a major close. Okay. Listen, we've talked about this before, but I want new flavor, Spirit, so give me new flavor. Give me a second here, newbie. It's a beautiful 5. I hate 5 of Pentacles, but it's a beautiful 5 of Pentacles. Something is coming to a close soon. Something is coming to a close soon. We have death on the bottom of the deck. there is a legal matter. I think this could potentially be a legal matter that you're dealing with, 10 of Swords and Death, that will be ending relatively soon. However, and I'm not telling you to just like grin and bear it and take it, but we have the 9 of Cups. This energy has been stuck. 4 of Pentacles. This energy has been stuck. This energy has been stagnant. This energy is not moving forward. And I think that there is a lot to be happy for in this 9 of Cups, just because it's over. Like, you're allowed to be happy because Spirit is saying more so, lean into the good of everything around you right now, because financially there could be outcomes that you don't necessarily like, but finance wasn't necessarily the win. And I feel like we've talked about that the last few years too. It's like the win was you getting away and living the life you always wanted to live, even if you don't necessarily get, and I'm not saying you're going to get something bad. I'm just saying, like, there's something that's picking up steam here. Knight of Swords, like, energy is picking up. The other thing that I want to say to you, and I feel like this is still a positive message here. Give me a second. The Lover's energy. The Lovers is actually Gemini, but Libra is also, you know, that lover kind of energy too. And it's a reminder of, in this current season of life, no one is coming to save you. If you want something done, you have to do it yourself. And you may be like, Bird, I'm about to bitch slap you. Like, why would you say that? But this is radical acceptance, living in the here and now, and accept it. Once you accept, and I'm not saying like, I don't think that you've been a pushover. I don't think that you've like went down without a fight about anything. But for your own mental peace, and I feel like I've given this message before, for your own mental peace, contentment, and happiness, with this 9 of Swords energy, is it worth it to you to keep holding on to something that's dead or wanting something different than what the reality is? If it is outside of your control, then you have to let it go. If you want to be happy, there are certain things that you need to let go of and accept it for how they are. Even if you don't understand the meaning, there is no reasoning with crazy. There is no, there are many things in this life, many things in this world that we can't understand. And things that happen to you were not effing fair to you. But I still think that there's part of you, I feel like I'm like yelling at you right now. So please forgive me, newbie. But I feel like there is part of you that is still waking up to how good you have it right now. And once you integrate that, you will fully be able to embrace this 9 of Cups wish fulfillment energy. You may have wished for something else, and your wish fulfillment may look different than what you expected in the beginning. But the end is in sight. Does this make sense to you? Let it die. Let it die for your own happiness and peace. You have to let something die. Come here, honey. Did you leave me? Did I yell too aggressively? Yeah. So here's what I would do, newbie. Here's my recommendation. And I know we've talked about this before. I would have a brass tacks. What is realistic? What is not realistic? If it is not realistic, we need to just move on. Because there's some things that you may be able to solve. Like if it's not a quick win and it's impossible, then you may need to move on, because no one else is going to be a better advocate for you than you. I do think this lawyer will be honest and tell you what's what. Lovers also in business can represent a really good partner. But again, if it's a loss and they don't see a case, there may be certain things that you have to edit. Because none of this is worth dragging out. Seven of Wands. It's almost like you're putting yourself in a position to how do I want to say that? Ask them to be very real and realistic with you. Seven of Wands. Don't put yourself in a position to be scrutinized. Don't put yourself in a position to like do a bunch of work for nothing, because things are actually good and okay. And was it fair? No. None of it was fair. None of this was deserved. But the lesson, not the lesson, the blessing is your freedom. Because you'll never have to deal with it again. Boom, you move on, done, gone. Bye. Spirit, what else for newbie? Pluto, Libra in the 7th house. Another thing I will say is, if there's a relationship in your life right now, friend, family, lover, whoever, if you have a friend, or let me rephrase that, if there's someone in your life that you need to remove, you got to remove them. There may be someone in your life where you see their true colors during eclipse season and you're like, I'm done. Pluto in the 7th house, gotta go, bye. Transformation of, you need to rebalance. There is a relationship in your life that will rebalance this year. And it's starting now. In this eclipse season. You will see someone's true colors. That's what I have for you. Acquaintance, friend, whoever. And this could be a significant relationship. Excuse me, newbie. This could be a significant relationship that you have, where you're like, wow, things are shifting. And even if you don't cut them off, things are never going to be the same again. What are the cards? I have Four of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment, 10 of Swords. Get out of the way of your wish fulfillment, because I almost feel like your wish has kind of been granted already. We have the Lovers, Seven of Wands, Knight of Swords, and Five of Pentacles. This is what I have. And I have Death. So yeah, there's a big transformation. Death, 10 of Swords, Pluto energy. There's an ending. And there could, I mean, I do have two men here with the Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups energy. And I think the attorney will be a good ally for you. But yeah, we just can't. Seven of Wands. You want to set yourself up for a success. You don't want to set yourself up to get your ass on the stand either. Do you know what I mean? Because if it's a lost cause, they'll tell you. I'm going to leave that with you. I'm sorry, I feel like I really took the vibe totally down. Last call, guys. We are ending. All right, on that note, I think we're donezo. One more. Julianne! Julianne! Got you. I'm sorry, newbie. I feel like you're like, what the hell? All right. Hello, Julianne. What is your question, my friend? My friend. You are my last reading. Go ahead and make sure you guys like the stream. That really helps out the channel. And yeah, go ahead and post your question. Julianne, she did. I didn't see her, but she did definitely within reason. Like, I was rambling on, per usual, and she... Hello. Positive news for Julianne. Spirit, show me. Positive news for Julianne. Spirit, show me. Something along that is what I wrote. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me look. Well, one moment, please. Some people write it in there, some people don't. Okay. Positive changes on the horizon. Positive changes on the horizon. Positive changes on the horizon. Playful. Justice. Something that has been owed to you is coming your way. This could be if you lent something to somebody, whether it's money, energy, resources, a hair dryer. Like if you loaned something to somebody, it's going to be returned. Spirit wants to help you bring things into balance for yourself. Three of Wands, manifestation, a return of playful energy in your life. Wow, big change here with the Wheel of Fortune. Two of Wands, making plans for yourself. Change can happen, but you are also required to meet Spirit halfway here, is what the Two of Wands is reminding us. we have strength, and we have, whoa, this is a really beautiful reading. Six of Wands here. We have our victory. Two of Pentacles, something that you've been wanting for a while reaches some kind of resolution. Justice can also talk about legal matters as well, entertainment purposes only. So this could be something finally wrapping up, something that is actually very favorable to you as well with the Six of Wands, Page of Wands. Just a return of overall playfulness, energy. We have a little cat here. Maybe you're planning a trip. Maybe there's a trip that you want to go on, that somewhere you've always wanted to go. Two of Wands, Three of Wands, Page of Wands. Here he's got his little knapsack. And I know the Fool usually looks like that, but this is a Page of Wands, which is grounded. It's actually like action in motion, passion in motion, doing the thing that you want to do and not holding yourself back anymore. Three of Wands, reaching that manifestation, ships coming in for you, and achieving the victory that you were looking for. But it did come at a cost of your strength and sometimes mental strength. I feel like this was also missing myself in that aspect. Yeah, so with the Strength card, I kind of feel like it's not about physical strength. This is about like emotional and mental strength. Like it was almost like you had to hang in there and hang in there and hang in there, and Spirit's like this is good that you did this, but now you don't really have to do this anymore because now you're on the other side of this thing. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. This could also be in a work situation. There could be good news about a job offer, Eight of Pentacles, or some type of... Eight of Pentacles talks about mastery and creativity, so that could be related to the artwork that you do. And I have, Saturn in Aquarius in the 10th house. Yeah, career. There could be some type of job offer here that is more serious in nature. This feels like kind of a big opportunity with Saturn, where there would be like responsibility for you. Aquarius, an energy where things are like harmonious, friendly, and collaborative with Aquarius there in the 10th house. So public image. This could also be maybe you are featuring your work in like a really big art show or something, and so you're being seen by a lot of people, which, you know, could feel a little uncomfortable with that Saturn energy. But with you know, justice here, like it's time. It's time for you to receive credit where credit is due. And it's time for you to receive what's owed to you right now. That's what's coming your way. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm going to leave that with you in Spirit's blessing. Yeah. All right, guys. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye.